Hey guys, I hope everyone is doing well tonight. This is Rudy. Hey, for anybody who's watched any of my videos, you know that the birth certificate issue is like a really important issue to me, and I think it should be the #1 issue of our country. And yet, it's not, right? We all know that it's not. There's trucks carrying military hardware across America. We have a foreigner as President of the United States and Commander-in-Chief of the military, and he probably wishes destruction upon our country. Rick Perry is going to run for president. We have a foreigner that's usurped his way into the presidency of the United States, who's put out forged birth certificates, and he's Commander-in-Chief of the military, and he probably wishes destruction of the United States. Okay. Oh man. Okay, I'm not going to burn a Quran in this particular video, although I am looking for ideas for my next Quran burning. And I'm thinking a decapitated pig head, and I'm thinking the Texas Deacon might be able to help me get in contact with a pig head, a pig's head, a boar's head, and I'll put pig grease all over the Quran, stick it in the mouth of the pig's head, set it on fire and piss on it, and maybe beat it with some sandals. You think that's a good idea? Is that a good idea? I'm thinking that's a good idea. But back to the birth certificate issue. Jean-Claude Tremblay, I'll put his picture up right now. After the long form birth certificate was issued, Jean-Claude Tremblay, they put out a mainstream Fox News article. It was on the very front page. He said that the multiple layers was no problem, and having dark spots in the document and light spots in the document was not a problem. And he said there's no reason to be suspicious of the document. I found Jean-Claude Tremblay's website on the web. It's proficiographic.com, I believe. I'll put the link in the information bar. I'll put all the links in the information bar. And go look at them. Go look at the links. But I sent him an email and I said, please go look at Ken Denninger's video. I sent him links to, I think there's a guy by the name of Orange Gold who made a YouTube video showing that it was a forgery. And I tried to give him lots of information about technical details on why people are calling that document a forgery. And he replied back and he said something like, it was very short, it said, sorry for the delay in responding. There's valid reasons why some parts of the document are lighter than the others. And now it appears that Jean-Claude Tremblay has been interviewed by WorldNet Daily, and he's changed his mind, and he thinks that he didn't want any, from my understanding, he doesn't want anything that he's done to be used to make people think the document is legitimate, which is exactly what Fox News did after the long form was released, to make millions of Americans think that they had got in touch with a world-class Adobe PDF expert, and he said there's no reason to think of the document as a forgery. And now he's changed his tune, and now WorldNet Daily has that as breaking news. And I'll put all these links in the information bar. So I'm going to put Jean-Claude Tremblay's link URL for his website in the information bar as well. I think it's Proficiographic, and I think it's .com, but if it's not, I'll put the link in the information bar. My request to anyone who sees this video is to go to Proficiographic.com, click on the contact button for Jean-Claude Tremblay, and send him off an email, which he allows you to do. And please request him to be honest and to not lie based upon his political leanings or the pressure that he may receive from Fox News or Obama supporters, right? I did send him my email off already, and I said, you know, your testimony was used by Fox News to tell millions of Americans that all of this forgery talk was a sham and a big joke, and they used your expert testimony to squash it all. And they put it on the front page of Fox News for a while. And now WorldNet Daily says they got a hold of you and you're singing a different tune, and that you don't want your testimony to be associated with the fact that that document is not a forgery. So please, I have even suggested that Jean-Claude Tremblay make a YouTube video so that we can hear it directly from the horse's mouth, what he will say and what he won't say, and what we can discern from his statement and what we won't discern from his statement. Because some people, there's a few people out here that don't trust Fox News. There's a few people out here that have questions about WorldNet Daily, and they don't believe everything WorldNet Daily says. So my email to Jean-Claude Tremblay was, why don't you make a YouTube video and let us hear it directly from the horse's mouth as what your opinion is? Because your opinion was used by Fox News to convince millions of Americans there's nothing wrong with the PDF file that Obama released. So if you have time, I suggest you please go to Proficiographic, I think it might be .com. I'll put the link in the information bar in case it's .org or whatever it might be. And hit the contact button, and you please request Jean-Claude Tremblay make a YouTube video or somehow get word out to the whole world on what his real opinion is, so that we can know the truth. I already know the document is a forgery, right? I already know, but I want to hear the so-called Adobe PDF expert. I want to hear from his words, from his mouth, on the record, with his face talking to us, what he's got to say. And I've asked him to be honest. Whatever he thinks in his mind, just please be honest with us. So, did I mention that I think the birth certificate issue and the constitutional issue is kind of important? Did I mention that? Have I said that a few times? That it's kind of important that we have a usurper in the White House that has taken control of our government and is in commander-in-chief of the military. Did I mention that's kind of important? God bless every one of you. Take care.